guys. It is Mary.
And Amma.
And today we are back with another review of a chapter from Christine's new book. And today we are going to be talking about chapter 9. This chapter is called It Was a Bummer. And we are going to get into all the juicy details of this chapter. And let's get into it.
Okay, so we left off with Kody finding a job in Utah. And so Christy makes a deal with Kody that, hey, I'm fine moving to Utah on one condition that we enroll the kids in church school. Because remember, Mike Kelty was behind in her reading. Peyton and Garrison also were having a hard time. They were falling behind. So anyway, the first 4 months, it was just her, Kody, and the kids. Because Janelle stayed behind in Wyoming. She was working there. She went ahead and moved into the house that they built for Mary on the property in Wyoming. And Mary moved to Utah, but Mary didn't move with them. She moved in with her sister. And I am wondering, Mary needs to write her book. Now, she kept on saying that she was going to write a book. I will be very interested in that because I'm wondering, why did Mary move to Utah but did not move in with Kody and Christine? So it
Right.
seems as though it wasn't just Christine having a hard time with this move.
Right.
And so, Christine was in a position to make, to let Kody know, look, I am going to come based on such and such condition. So Christine said that this was a really wonderful time in the family just because it was just her. It was just her and Kody. After a year, though, Mary did return. I mean, after a few months, sorry, Mary did return to back to the family. And after a year, Janelle moved to Utah. And they went ahead and bought a house in Lehi, Utah. And this time, each wife had their own apartment. And so it was 4 adults, 12 kids. So each wife had their own kitchen as well. Christine says she and Mary got along even better. They became school counselors for the older kids. So they were both in that church school. Christine started teaching in the church school. And at first, she started with elementary school, but now she started teaching middle school as well. She said she felt very useful. At this point, 10 years have passed, her being married to Kody. And at this time, too, Mary and her, at the 10-year mark, she and Mary just had this falling out. Now, remember we heard about Mary going off on Mike Kelty
Right.
because they were in a store. She was in a store with Leon, was down by a dime and asked, or a nickel, and asked the cashier who kind of spotted her, some change. And Mary goes off on Mike Kelty. So we heard about that. Well, Christine sheds a little more light. She says that Mary actually, every time that they kind of got around Mary's family, Mary will say very demeaning things about her, whether it was about her weight, whether it was about her intelligence, whether it was about her parents' skills. And she will make these demeaning comments in front of her family.
Wow.
Which makes you think, because remember when Peyton was saying that some of the way Mary will like talk to them, like the verbal abuse, right?
Right.
So when you think about it, if Mary was so comfortable saying this stuff to Christine's face, you can only imagine what she will say behind closed doors to them kids, right? And Christine said there will be like moments where they're just all hanging out, they're laughing, having a good time. And then Mary will just come out and just say something really demeaning or mean to about her.
It's kind of like
And
the
she
same thing
said she
she
will
did. You said, hmm?
hmm?
It's kind of like the same thing she did with Janelle almost. 'Cause I mean, I remember Christine talking about how judgmental Mary was of Janelle back in the day also.
Mm.
So
Yeah, she said it will just deflate her. She will just feel like someone just popped her balloon.
yeah,
Like she'll feel so bad because one minute she's on a high, they're having a good time, and then the next minute, boom, just like that. So Mary sounds like she is a little bipolar. And so Christine said she said she felt while she felt sorry for Mary, right? Because of whatever her having a hard time with Kody. But she got to a point where it's like she couldn't trust Mary. She didn't know whether she was going to get the mean Mary today, whether she's going to get the nice Mary today. Um, and so she just couldn't trust her. And
right,
after a while, it was just like, I can't put up with this. So when the whole thing happened with my Kelty, she went off on Mary. But it's not just that isolated event with my Kelty. This was something that had been brewing because of Mary's, you know, I mean, it sounds like she had some mood issues. It sounds like someone who has a mood disorder.
right,
I mean, I'm not, but Cody stayed manipulating. We saw a lot of that where Mary was concerned, um, gaslighting her, all this stuff, man. So I can see, but she said she just got to a point where it's, while I feel sorry for you, I can appreciate you're having a hard time, but don't take it out on myself and my children. Like
right.
enough is enough. It gets to a point where I got to stand up for my kids.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I got to stand up for my children. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's just so she told Mary that we're never gonna be friends anymore. That's it. We're done.
yeah,
She also said that Janelle worked a lot, okay, and did not really check in on her, even though she's there taking care of her kids. And she will only kind of check in when she needed help with a project. And she said that pissed her off because she's not checking in on Christine. Are you doing okay? She won't even you know ask Christine, do you have time to help me with said project? So she said because of this, she and Janelle were not close either,
well, I mean, I
right?
feel like Janelle
And
definitely I feel like Janelle definitely was out there, like, I think she definitely needed a break, especially from Kody. Like, she really hadn't had a break since she had been in the family, so I feel like she kinda took advantage of Christine being there, not, like, in a bad way, but I think she just kinda forgot to check in just because she had been dealing with so much between bipolar Mary, crazy Kody, and then her kids and all that stuff. I'm sure she felt like it was a relief. So she was like, when she really went to go relieve herself, she really was to go relieve herself. Because I remember her talking about how,
Mhm.
oh, after work she would go to the movies, get herself a popcorn. I'm like, girl, what? You ain't rushing back home to your kids? So I think maybe she just felt like it was a lot.
Yeah, I know. I thought that too, but I kind of understood too because I've been in both. I've been in both situation of being the homemaker, and I've been in the situation of being, the working wife, working mother, right?
Right. Yeah.
And working multiple jobs, multiple full-time jobs. So I I can appreciate after work you want to go to the movies, just do you.
Right.
So yeah, I get it, but I definitely empathize. I
Yeah.
do with Christine. It was a lot. It was a lot on her plate. Now, then let's just go to Cody again, and we're here. We're going to talk about the substandard sex
Oh
routine
god.
with Cody again, and it seems as though every chapter there's a little sprinkle of it. Like, oh, okay, all the stuff going on, and let's just sprinkle in. Let me just remind you about this, little stuff going on here. Not much where that's concerned.
Hot
Anyway,
mess.
but
Oh my god.
she says that she always had to be the one to initiate
Because he
this
didn't want
sex,
to
which
have
was not
sex with her. That's why I think she had to initiate all
okay.
the time. It,
And on top of that, Cody required that she give him a back massage, which always had to turn into a full body massage in order for him. So this was like some kind of transaction. In order for me to do anything with you physically, like you gotta get me in the mood because it's just too much for me too. I mean, that's pretty
So
much what he's doing. So she got to
crazy.
give this back massage, which will turn into this whole full body massage. Okay. And then when she turns around and asks him for something as simple as a shoulder rub, he will let her know him on. Like, why should he? Because it doesn't turn him on. You think your little back massage and body massage turned her on? Like,
Good.
I mean, really, it's not like she even had something to really look forward to. So why, anyway, okay. So
It's crazy.
she told him one day that she felt neglected. She's like, I just feel neglected by you. And he tells her that he moves away from pain and towards pleasure. I don't know what this man was trying to say when he said that. I don't know if he's trying to say that it's painful being with her physically. I don't know if he's trying to say you complaining is painful to me. So when you complain, it makes me not want to be around you. It makes me want to be around someone who is not going to complain at all about me being neglectful. I don't know. So she calls him an idiot because she believes that she could not believe that he will say something so hurtful when she is being vulnerable and saying, "Hey, I'm feeling neglected by you." And so, she calls him an idiot. She can't believe he'll be so hurtful. And he says to her, he's not being hurtful. He says, oh, when she calls it idiot, he says, well, I'm not smart, but I'm honest.
Okay, well, at least you got
As
one part
if,
right.
well, no,
No, the part about him
because
not being
you
smart.
don't have to be, yeah, you don't have to be brutally honest. It's like when people say, that phrase that I hate.
It's so
I'm gonna keep it
weird.
real. I'm
I
just gonna
always
keep it
hate
real.
that saying.
I keep it real. I hate it because that means that I have just decided I'm gonna be an ass. I'm not going to have any kind of composure or decorum when I'm gonna tell you something. Like I'm not gonna gently try to say something to you. I'm not going to even be considerate of your feelings. I'm just gonna say something. I'm not gonna show any grace as if you are all that, right?
Yeah.
As if your stuff don't smell. So it's so upset. It's very upsetting. And anyway, but that
It's
was
just, it
Cody.
really is just an excuse for people to just be an a-hole. Because my thing is, I feel like there's a
Yes,
way to be honest, but you're choosing, like you're purposefully choosing that I'm not going to tell you honesty in a kind manner. I'm just going to tell you like
yes.
it is. And unless you have
In the
like a
worst
medical
possible.
condition that actually forces you to be that way, there's no reason for any person who does not have any medical issues to be brutally honest, because that's just an excuse for you to be an asshole. I mean, truthfully. Like there's
Yeah,
no reason for it
yeah,
unless you
yeah.
just get a kick out of abusing people and to be like, "Oh, I'm brutally honest." And there's no reason to be
Yeah,
unkind.
yeah, exactly. And that's the same thing. That's the same way she felt. Um, and this part, which kind of reminds me of when when she went to Mary crying one time, and Mary was telling her that
He's
you
never going
have
to
to stop
change.
looking at Cody. Right, he's never gonna change. You gotta change yourself. Like you gotta look at yourself. I mean, Mary was not as Mary put her. Did Mary have like? Wasn't there something wrong with Mary's foot that time? And
Yes,
like she was
broken
not
leg.
even like feeling or entertaining Christy. So she just at this point she just felt like, okay, I'm not very happy, but we are taught to work on ourselves, and that's where Mary got it from. Work on ourselves, constantly in order to earn this spot in heaven. Okay. And she just said, how do you work on yourself when you don't even feel that you're worthy?
Aw,
Yeah. I know. So that's how chapter 9 ended.
that's a
So
mess.
that was chapter 9, you all. I know.
But yeah, I wanted to say
So
something
tell
quickly
me what
about Mary and
go ahead.
her mistreatment. But the thing with Mary is I feel like her mistreating Christina also could have, like, yes, I feel like that's just was in Mary's personality back then, but I do feel like possibly she also could be saying things about Christine that she's heard Kody say. Because Kody be pillow talking. Like, So I feel like he
Mm.
probably was talking about how he was not attracted to Christine and all this stuff because how like why would Mary make comments about her weight and stuff like that? Like you wouldn't make comments to Janelle about her weight because you
Yeah,
I don't think Janelle really cared that much. Like I don't feel like she's like
yeah,
super care crazy about like her appearance and all that stuff. And I don't feel like
yeah,
Janelle had any issues with Kody sexually anyway, which we found out I think what was
right.
season 19 on the reunion. But I feel
I
like
already knew. I already knew.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to find out at 16 because I was saying it.
I mean, I was very shocked to know that she was a lady in the anyway. Y'all know what I'm saying. But I mean, like, I feel like why would she? I mean, because I don't know what Janelle's story is, and I don't know Mary's story. Mary has been lying and teasing us for about a book all this time, and hasn't done crap about it yet. But I feel like
Probably has
maybe
it somewhere.
I think she probably used insults that would trigger Christine. You know,
Yeah, like you talk about her weight, her intelligence, her lack of intelligence, her weight, parenting. You know that she takes her whole parenting very seriously, and you
right,
try to cut her there. It's like she was going out of her way to really hurt Christine.
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, this chapter was quite interesting from Janelle. It's Janelle not wanting to move back, and then Mary being crazy, and then Kody and the substandard sex. God, each chapter just gets wassa and wassa. Well, oh my God. But yes, you guys, we will be
So
back with the next chapter, which will be chapter 10, which we'll probably post the next day. But yeah, let us know what you guys
mhm.
thought of this chapter, and we will see you guys on the next video.
Bye.
Bye.